What's going on, my broskiis? My name is Toadskii, back again here to bring you guys yet another One Piece Treasure Cruise video. And this is a video that I know some of you fans out there have been waiting for. We have V2 Katakuri with his Super Evolution ready to go. I've got this guy maxed out. He's cooking. We got the ink effect. He's all ready to go. Look at those stats though, by the way. Those stats are absolutely cracked. Limit Break Plus, level 150, max cotton candy, even the rumble stats are looking cracked. So we'll talk about him and then we'll jump into some team playthroughs, and I just hope that it works out well. I've been testing throughout the day since I had the Super Evolution, and I mean, it's kind of mixed because there's really not a lot going for class-based teams, which is like his best showcase, I would say. However, you could definitely make a case for using him in a side team, but we'll have to wait and see. If things go real downhill, we might have to change things up. But his rumble ability gives fighter, slasher, shooter, driven, and powerhouse characters level 7 attack. And he also gives fighter characters level 7 health and level 7 speed. So if you run a full fighter team, you get absurd buffs with this guy's rumble ability. And then his special is also kind of cracked. 25 CT, large range, 2.9 times attack, and then a 40% self heal. This guy just doesn't die. The amount of healing this guy gets is so good. So the fact that he has self-sufficient healing, self-sufficient rumble ability, and a pretty decent damaging special, honestly, this guy's great, and he's only going to get better as time progresses when we get more characters that synergize well with him. So in terms of the other characters that we are building a pseudo powerhouse style team. We have Who's Who, which I wanted to definitely showcase alongside Katakuri, as they have really good synergy, providing huge buffs to each other. Then we got Whitebeard, because I felt when I was doing some testing, I lacked a lot of damage, and I feel like Whitebeard could kind of fulfill a role where we can just use his health cuts to be a significant portion of our damage. And then we've got Cracker, who's probably the best powerhouse character you can use to give you CT reduction, and then CT reduction with Whitebeard and Katakuri both having relatively low CTs. Hopefully they launch their special multiple times. And then we've also got this guy, which is Fisher Tiger, who received buffs quite a while back, but he's giving our powerhouse characters some attack and speed, and then his special gives an attack buff and also is guaranteed to hit 3 targets. So he seems like a decent option. His stats aren't the best. It's just unfortunate that Powerhouse just don't have a lot going for it. I mean, Powerhouse have a couple of decent units, but it's about finding synergy with Katakuri, and there's not too much to go off of. And then for the bench, we've got Smoothie, and then we've also got Sober Mask. I'm really happy with Sober Mask on the team because he's a powerhouse unit, so synergizes with the rest of the team, and also he's a fighter character, so he gets all of the buffs from Katakuri. So that's the team comp. I really don't know what to expect from this. I just hope that we get some wins today and showcase my man Mr. Slam Jam in Pirate Rumble action. So we found our first opponent here, and this is going to be kind of interesting. So we've got this quick team here, a quick powerhouse team actually. You've got the superclass Katakuri on the enemy side of the field. He can be a bit of a problem here. It's really, really hard. But in terms of our team, right, best case scenario, we get Whitebeard to launch first, and then we can launch the rest of our specials after the fact. If the specials go in our favor, we should be okay. But then again, you know, in terms of bulk, we don't have the best, and especially because they've got Kaido and Magellan that do defense down on their initial attack, and then they've also got Versus Akainu, which can also be a bit of a problem because he health cuts, and he does do extra damage towards our strength characters, so Whitebeard and Who's Who specifically will take a lot of damage. We already have the Fisher Tiger, which will give us a little bit of an attack buff, and hopefully we get Katakuri to launch. Okay, hopefully he doesn't haste. At least only one character took the hit there, and Akainu did not haste. Alright, here we go with Katakuri. Decent damage, and that nearly 7,000 heal is so crazy. Good damage there coming in from Cracker, getting the knockout, and with that, it is, yeah, that's GG. And Who's Who actually might get the full KO here. Let's see it. Boom, there we go. Didn't even get the second attack off. So there we go. You know, it was a little risky because, you know, if Kaido and the Akainu were able to launch their specials, definitely could have been really bad for us. However, we got the dub, so you love to see it. Alright, so this is also a little bit of a risky team because if we, if we take too much damage, we're just going to lose straight up. Like, we want to make sure, once again, we want Whitebeard to come in and give us those health cuts, and, the Dex team is really bulky, so hopefully Who's Who can actually come in here, give us a little bit of a showcase, and, once again, if the specials go in the exact same order as we had in the previous run against that quick team, then we should be in pretty good stead, so we'll wait and see how things go. So Whitebeard health cut's obviously kind of broken, and do note that my Whitebeard is also level 150, so he does have considerable stats compared to what you would normally see on Whitebeard. It looks like he might have whiffed or something because he should have launched his special a lot quicker than what we did. Though that was a lot of damage from Katakuri. Hold up, like Cat Viper's nearly dead. What the hell, dude? What the? Is this Cat Viper even leveled up? What the hell? We just absolutely are destroying this team. I mean, Luffy does have a lot of damage coming in, and he can still revive one of them, so that does kind of hurt us. But I'm not actually super concerned. Here's Who's Who. Great damage from Who's Who. That's what you love to see. And then Law's just dead, right? Yeah. Hell yeah, dude. Yep, Lucci does pretty decent damage, but, I mean, dude, what the hell? We're just destroying this team. I don't know, is stuff not leveled up or something, or are we just too OP? That's kind of crazy. What the hell's going on? And Kraken needs to launch his special as well. Get the dub. Is Who's Who gonna get it? Oh no, Kraken's gonna get the dub. There it is. Kraken does not do that much damage, but you kind of need to run him for that CT increase. I feel like if you didn't have it and you replace it with something else, you could replace it for some bulk, but overall, you really want that damage, and giving that CT increase is kind of important for this team to be a little bit more offensively powerful, because, the health cut of Whitebeard and then launching all the specials before the enemy can react and do stuff is just way too good, rather than trying to be bulky and tank more hits. It is dependent on the matchup though, but overall, really glad that we got another win. I'm pretty sure I'm going to regret challenging a strength/free spirit team. Yeah, this team is just a problem. I mean, the fact that Luffy has his innate revivability, his hasting of all the free spirit characters. This just has a lot of major red flags on it. So yeah, I'm a little concerned, not gonna lie, especially they have pretty considerable CT increase on their side of the field as well. So yeah, this is gonna be kind of risky, but once again, they shouldn't be too bulky. What's their defense? Level 9. That's a little higher than I thought it was gonna be. Oh, please don't launch your special just yet. Okay, Luffy missed. That's good. Law's gonna launch. That's relatively okay. It's surprising Katakuri's launching. That's a little quick. Still decent damage, but Rayleigh's actually nearly knocked out, which is gonna remove a lot of their bulk, which I'm really happy about. Ace does decent damage. Hopefully this targets Rayleigh. Okay, so Luffy got the res. Oh, this is so good. Great damage there. Odin is going to launch, but hopefully he gets the knocked out first. Yes, Odin's down. Okay, we're in a really good position right here. And Whitebeard didn't even launch yet. We would have got probably the whole team knocked out if he launched when he was supposed to. And no special binds, which is good. Whitebeard's now below 30%, so he does provide the additional defense for himself and the additional attack for the crew. So once Katakuri is able to launch again, that should pretty much spell the end of the opposing team. So, yeah, we've got Fisher Tiger knocked out, but that's fine. Katakuri is ready to go, which probably will knock them all out. My man, Mr. Slam Jam coming through. That's what I like to see. Mr. freaking Slam Jam. Yes, sir. Let's go. Oh, man, I love this character. He's so freaking cool, dude. Another win on the board. That was a really risky team, but we still got the job done. That's so good. Alright, so we're going to wrap it up with this final team. I'm not expecting to win this just purely due to the fact of Wano Law. Such a problem character. It basically negates the rumble ability of Cracker. And not only does it do that, but it also gives them significant CT increase. So, kind of concerned about that, just a little bit. But once again, if we get a little lucky, we might be able to sneak out a win. Obviously, the big problem here is Yamato. Luckily, there's no Odin. We probably could have found a team with Odin that would have been definitely a much higher chance for us to lose. But we'll see what happens with this team in particular. You know, the Sai team is still incredibly powerful. I don't care what anyone says. Sai's still one of the top 3, top 2 best teams in Rumble. You have to respect what it does. It can definitely still be a problem. And this is one of the reasons why. huge damage coming in there from Yamato. And here we go with Katakuri. Okay, at least, but nothing too great. It really does suck for us that Whitebeard has been unable to launch his special. That's really, really bad. So here's the damage from Who's Who. Damage through we're doing good damage. We're doing pretty decent damage. Whitebeard giving the defense and the attack. Kuzan. Oh, dang it. Whitebeard couldn't tank it. So, yeah, that's pretty much GG. The fact that Whitebeard didn't launch is huge for us. Alright, so we got to try and claw this one back somehow. We got to try and pull out a victory. Sober Mask. Oh my god. This is bad. Really bad. If Katakuri can somehow survive to take another special, maybe, but it's not looking good for us. Oh my god, where is... Oh my god, we're so dead. Somehow he survived. No, surely not though. No, he's totally dead. Yeah, okay, look, it is what it is. Not much we could do about that. The CT increase obviously is a pretty big downside to powerhouse teams against Wano Law. Wano Law is still definitely a problem. And why powerhouse and driven teams I think will never be top tier, literally because they just get bodied by Wano Law, as unfortunate as that is. But that's going to wrap it up for the teams, I think, for the video today. Katakuri is a really cool guy, but definitely not top tier in Pirate Rumble, unfortunately, right now. Until he gets a little bit more support, I don't think he's going to be seeing much use on some teams. If you look at Katakuri in a vacuum, his abilities are fantastic, and you would think he would be very good in Pirate Rumble. And while I think he is good, it's the fact that the characters that surround him, I just don't think are on the same level as some of the, more synergistic, colored type-based teams. So until Bandai start developing characters like Pirate Rumble Rare Recruits and other free-to-play characters that are solely focused on boosting classes, I just do not think that class teams are going to stack up, at least right now. We just need to see some more support for some of these characters. But we're going to continue the Katakuri showcase over the coming days, so hopefully you guys did enjoy the video today. And if you guys did enjoy it, make sure to go ahead and leave a like. And if you want to stay up to date with all of the content that I post, including more One Piece Treasure Cruise content, make sure to hit the subscribe button down below. But other than that, guys, I'll see you guys within the next video.